Hello, everybody. Adam here.
And Parker.
And we just wanted to interrupt the beginning of this episode just to let you know that right now our Patreon merch is available. We have relaunched Patreon. And with that comes new tiers, new rewards. Parker, can you tell us about them?
Sure. The first tier for just $1 a month is what we call Raging Goblins. And that gives you access to all of the new content and announcements about the podcast, just kind of the entry tier. The second tier up is called Bonnie's Boys, and that gives you everything from the previous tier, the announcements. And you can also submit questions for our Stubborn Breakdown, the
How much
after
is that
show. That is $5 a month.
Okay.
The next tier up is Grimm's Groupies at $10 a month. And that's also everything from the previous tiers. Plus, after 3 months of being a patron at that level, you will get customized Stubborn Heroes stickers. And those will be sent out, and you can see the designs on our Patreon. The next tier up is what we call Mogun Hunter. Once again, everything from the previous tiers. And after 3 months, you'll get a Stubborn Heroes mug, which you can also see on Patreon. We also did some posts about it. You can see the designs designed by
really wicked
Nakara.
Design by Nakara, our lead illustrator, and it's amazing. And it's all about the Festival of Monsters and all the guys running away from the Mimic. Okay, what's next?
The next one is Tempest's Watch. That's $30 a month, everything from the previous tiers, and you get a Stubborn Heroes poster, a map of the Isles of Umbra. The next tier up, the Unfaded Collector, is $40 a month, everything from the previous tiers, plus a Stubborn Heroes t-shirt, which we're very excited about.
And I just want to say first, this last year, like nobody's gonna do it. Nobody in their right mind would ever give us $100 a month. No one ever would. You know, you would? Oh, you would? I dare you. I dare you to give me $100 a month. I fucking dare you.
The last tier is what we call the 7th. You get everything from the previous tiers, plus a Stubborn Heroes hoodie. So that means after 3 months, you'll be sent stickers, a mug, a poster, a t-shirt, and a hoodie.
What?
Plus,
all of it?
There's more. You get to guest star in a one-shot. Your character will be designed by Nakara, and you get to star on the podcast alongside the rest of the heroes. Plus,
no, hold on. There's a little addendum to that though, because it's not.
No,
like
you get to star every
not every
single
single
week.
episode.
Oh,
it is
wait.
a little. It's a little one shot, yeah, and it happens, once every few months. As long as you continue on that tier, you would come in and play as a special character on a side mission with the other heroes.
And lastly, what I consider to be the best prize is I will personally compose a piece of music for you based on any of your suggestions. If you want it to sound like the Legend of Zelda soundtrack, I will make that
this,
happen.
Parker's going to do the Legend of Zelda on piano for me and send it to me. You're listening to the music, right? Oh, isn't that beautiful? Or Billy's here. Hey, Billy, name another game that Parker can make a piano theme for.
There's always Super Mario. That one's always fun.
That's playing now. You hear that?
That's it.
Yeah. Now, Cody, what about you?
The Doom soundtrack.
Everybody knows the Doom soundtrack. That's right. Hey, Michael, what other sort of piano theme can Parker make? Torturing Parker.
I'm better here. Pokemon Center.
And David.
Arc.
Oh. That's a live
that or Dead by
variety
Daylight.
sound.
One.
Arc has a much better theme. But yeah, so that's our Patreon merch launch. It's out now. quickly, if you're not already a Patreon, you should join us on this journey and get some wicked cool merch. And now, have fun.
Come and gather round for an epic show. Oh yeah, here we go. The stubborn heroes coming out on top. Yeah, we always win. Delving into the darkest dungeons. Always fight to win. Oh yeah, here we go. Now it's time for the stubborn heroes.
Hello and welcome to another episode of The Stubborn Heroes, a Dungeons and Dragons podcast. My name is Adam. I'm the Dungeon Master, and the Stubborn Heroes we have today are Michael, who plays Thanthui.
But I'm Belren, light bearer of Celeste.
Last campaign. Parker, who plays Tyrannus.
But I'm Belren, light bearer of Celeste.
Cody, who plays Belgrath.
Oh, light bearer of Celeste.
Billy, who plays Benjamin Grimshaw.
No, man. Bilrin. Light bearer Celeste.
God. David, who plays Bonnie.
No, I'm Belren, Lightbringer of Celeste.
And also Parker, who's also going to be playing Rasuan.
Belren, light bearer of Celeste.
Wow, guys. Wow.
You should have started a trend, Michael. Just so you know.
That was really cool, guys.
Could have went
right.
on and said everything else Belren was.
Yeah, you could have. Yeah. All right, so we all know where we were last time. Just going to get right into the thick of it. We were mid-battle. Bonnie had just fallen lifeless after being brought down and having to do a death save after epically failing. Who's opening a pop or a beer?
Michael.
No, my hands are here.
Show your hands.
You know who's guilty.
Jazzin'.
So Bonnie has just fallen lifeless. You have one death against you, one fail. And that was due to actually Tyrannus, who was invisible. And suddenly this arc of lightning came out of nowhere and just zapped everybody from his breath attack. And now Tyrannus, you're no longer invisible. And we're going to continue the battle as it is Belgrath's turn. Belgrath, what do you do?
What Belgrath does best and just smash stuff with his giant bone.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he will attack the vampire in front of him again. First attack is 16 to hit,
Yeah, that hits.
and second attack will be 18 to hit.
Hold on, let's deal with the first one first before you do the second attack.
Oh, okay.
So how much damage on the first attack?
It will be 8 damage.
Okay, Belgrath, how do you kill the vampire?
He will swing his weapon sideways and literally just decapitate the vampire.
Yeah, he's holding Bonnie and he looks like he's about to bite her. He's like, suddenly his head just squishes. Brains go flying everywhere as Belgrath just wallops him. And he just collapses down to the ground, but so does Bonnie, who's all bloodied and reverts from that vampire form back into her 14-year-old Bonnie form that she's comfortable with, just naturally.
All right. So with that swing, Belgrath's going to use the momentum of that swing to kind of like move himself over to Ben and use the second attack on him.
Yeah, go ahead.
So 24 to hit.
Wow.
You would hit him in the back because he is lurching over Thanthui in this.
Okay.
Yeah, so just bang. And how much damage is that?
So
24 to hit. That definitely hits, by the way. Yeah.
So that will be 10 to hit, 10 damage. But he will also use Fury of the Small to add an extra 5 damage to that. So 15.
Ooh.
Because goblins are smaller than everything, pretty much.
Werewolf Ben's looking pretty hurting right now.
Yeah.
For worse for wear.
Is that the end of your turn, Belgrath?
Yes, I will end my turn
Okay.
in defense mode.
Okay.
Rasuan is going to run up behind Nosfer there, Or I don't know where he's facing,
He's
but he's going to
facing
run up there.
towards where Rasuan is. Yeah.
Okay. And he's going to attack twice. And actually, I'll do the attacks first. They're going to be stunning strikes, though, which I can do after. So he's going to use his Shing Dragon Sword and attack twice. 13 doesn't hit.
When Rasuan goes to hit him with that physical attack, 13 misses. Yep.
Okay, 22.
22 would hit, but I'm going to use Bloodblade Parry as a reaction. So
Okay.
you'd see the blade, the first attack comes, he sort of moves to the side and dodges Rasuan's first attack, and then when Rasuan goes strike with the second time, he's met with the floating blade, which flies in the air, and they just meet, and they're just like holding steady.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to spend 1 ki point and make 2 unarmed strikes. 24.
That hits.
That's 5 bludgeoning. And a 17.
Yep.
That's 10.
17 is ding.
10 bludgeoning.
Okay, so how much total?
15 bludgeoning damage. And with the rest of my movement, I'm going to back up to over here.
Okay, attack of opportunity.
Nosfer moved.
He didn't move. I mean, it's just you had to have been engaged in combat to do an unarmed strike.
Okay.
So the moment you try to step out, I'm going to do an attack of opportunity on you.
Okay, that's fine.
And he's going to try to slash at you. Midnight strike. 22.
That is a hit.
Okay, do a dexterity save.
Sorry, dex save. 22.
Okay, obviously it's fucking Rasuan. You take 7 bludgeoning damage, but he doesn't grapple you with this. So, but you get slashed on his back as he's running away. Okay. Is that the end of Rasuan's turn?
That is.
It's Elatrice's turn. She's going to shoot 2 arrows into Nosfer. Misses. So one of the arrows hits. Nosfer takes 13 damage. He's struck, 1 arrow pierces him in the back, and he angrily turns around towards Elatrice. Okay. And she's going to use the rest of her movement, since she's a little bit away from him, just to back up. Okay. So that's the end of her turn. Now it's Thanthui's turn.
Okay. Thanthui would move because he's not engaged in combat, right? Everyone's.
Yeah, but you're in your shell.
I know. I mean, just because I can use my.
Is the shell like a thing you can only do once a day, or can you do it anytime you want? Like as an action?
Yeah, it's an action to go in, but it's a bonus action to come out.
Okay. So you can't use your weapon.
No, but I'm going to use the bonus action to come out of my shell.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to
coming out.
Go over towards Bonnie. And I'm going to cast Spare the Dying on Bonnie.
Okay.
So now you're stable.
Definitely, though, so you're passing by. Nosfer can't use an attack of opportunity, but Wolfben 100% would.
Guess.
So attack him. Attack him, where Ben?
22.
Fuck, why? You're always like that one above it.
Well, you don't have your +4 anymore.
Nope.
So, okay.
It's only 5 slashing.
Okay. 5? Okay.
Does that knock you down?
No.
Okay, so you're good.
I'm good. So yeah, I'm gonna
cast Spare the Dying. Can you just post Spare the Dying for me, please?
Yes, sir.
As your creature becomes stable, the spell has no effect on undead or constructs. So Bonnie no longer has to roll death saves, but she's not up yet.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys would see Thanthui just like let out a pool of water that just like seems to surround Bonnie, just trying to keep her alive and healed. But she's still down. End of your turn?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I knew you were my real friend.
Oh, wait, no. Oh, fuck.
Nosfer is going to step back in here. And he's going to strike at Thanthui with his blade.
Son of a bitch.
Sorry, but this guy's smart. Just need to select him.
Come on, natural one.
First attack, 25 to AC.
Yep, that's a hit.
I'm going to use one of my charges of bloodletting to increase the damage. So you're going to take 6 slashing plus 2 necrotic. So that's 8 plus 3 more necrotic damage. So 11 damage.
Okay.
How are you?
Oh, I'm hurting. I'm hurting bad.
Right. And so the blade stabs at you, Thanthui, and then he's going to... oh, you have to do a constitution save.
I'm gonna be dead. Why'd it roll there?
A save.
There we go. That's weird.
Ooh, you just made it, so I don't get bloodletting on you. Okay, so I am gonna attack you again, though. 18
Miss.
Yes.
AC. And that's a miss.
Yes.
Okay, so that's the end of his turn. And next,
Skin your balls there.
next is Ben.
Am I able to like fight his control at all? Like, especially like seeing like Bonnie fall down and like, would that be able to like?
Let's do a. I'll let you do a wisdom save.
Let me just find it here.
Are you trying to get out of the werewolf form, or are you trying to just mentally break the hold?
More or less like break the hold and kind
Okay,
of like
because if
gain
you're
some
trying
kind
to
of sense
get out of the
control.
werewolf form, you can do Constitution, but you won't be a werewolf anymore. If you're just trying to break the bloody rage that you have, then you would roll a Wisdom.
Like,
Okay.
basically like seeing my comrades and my friends like falling, like seeing if it like
Yeah.
sparks some kind of like compassion.
Yeah.
Like
So
remember.
roll it, and we'll say that's going to be a DC of 16.
Is wisdom for
Wisdom, yeah.
19.
Yeah. I'll say that it takes up your turn. Ben, you turn around, and then Nosfer, you see him just like waving his hand back and forth, and he's stabbing into Thanthui. Time sort of slows down. You're seeing your friends all bloodied ahead of you. You see a raged Belgarath ahead of you. Then you see Bonnie down on the ground in a bloody heap. And then slowly you start to realize what the fuck's going on. And then your red eyes, you blink, and then your red eyes open, and they're no longer burning red. And you realize what's going on. You have control over yourself. I'll let you take your turn.
So I would imagine it like
Nosfer's like pointing, and he's like, I said to kill the turtle. Now.
he'd just kind of like shake his head and like shake out the cobwebs. And like I kind of imagine like werewolf's Ben's eyes burning like a bright blue.
Mm-hmm.
So then rather than going fucking from the red to the blue, and then he'll like just go turn around, and I'm gonna go basically lunge at Nosfer.
Okay. I got it.
'Cause it's
All right. Playing an enraged Belgrath, there's no
Yeah.
indication towards Belgrath
Of
that
course.
you changed, so I have to take an opportunity attack on you.
Makes sense. I don't think anybody will argue with that. That makes sense. You're in rage. And he is right now an enemy, as far as you know. So
Don't hit me too hard.
I've been rolling pretty well, so opportunity attack, 1 hit, 23.
Oh, you fucker.
that's 12.
So
Okay, so-
12 damage on you.
It'd be
Man.
funny if you go down as you're lunging at him. Did you go down?
2 fucking health.
Hold on. That's what you have left?
That's what I have left.
Okay, so you're not dead.
No.
Okay, that's good. So still though, you get smacked in your back. You're like, oh, as you lunge towards.
Like fuck that fucker. Like
Okay.
I'm like this close to fucking.
All right, werewolf versus Nosfer. Go ahead.
I'm gonna use my multi attack. I'm gonna bite his fucking face and claw his ass.
Yeah, go ahead.
Bite his face
And claw his ass.
ass at the same time.
That's right. I'm latching on. Latching on. That's right.
Some sort of weird
I
69.
chose my words specifically.
And he's gonna bite your ass and claw your face.
I might enjoy that. Oh, there it is. Unnatural 20 for the bite and 13 for the claws.
Yeah, so you leap towards Nosfer. You attempt to claw at him. He grabs both of your arms, and there's like a struggle there. He's like, and then he bares his teeth. For the first time, this calm demeanor is just like you see this vampire bloodlust in his eyes, and he hisses at you as you roar in his face. And then he holds your arms and stops your claw attack, but then you bite into his neck, and he's just like, ah! And you do 6 piercing damage, right?
Yeah.
That's fine.
And he'd have to do a DC.
He's immune
can't
to
be
it.
a werewolf, I guess.
No, he's immune to it.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that the end of
And
your turn?
I guess the class.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's all I can do. I
Okay.
can't really talk.
Legendary action. Nosfer is going to
I'm going down.
use his sword to attack. God, I was going to attack Thanthui, but I mean, with you now here, I think it is going to come up and attack you, Ben.
Do any of them get an attack of opportunity on the sword?
No, the sword, you can't get an attack of opportunity on it.
Oh.
Can you attack the sword?
No, well, I mean, if you wanted to try, you could, but I mean, it's against his AC. It's his weapon. It just floats around.
Okay.
19.
That's it.
Okay. Do a Constitution save.
13.
So you fail the Constitution save too. So I get more bloodletting. That's good. The sword, it looks like it's about to strike you again, Thanthui, and you're like, oh shit, but then it flies in the air and stabs Ben directly in his back through his chest, and you let out a loud howl as I'm guessing you go down, right?
Yes, sir.
As the werewolf form
and I'd revert back to my human form.
exactly as Ben goes down, and you would see he starts to shrink in the vampire's arms as the vampire just like literally tosses you aside just for flavor.
I expected us about to get messed up.
And
2 fucking health. Thanks, Cody.
as Ben reverts back to his mortal form, his clothes are completely damaged, destroyed. But yeah, you're
Pretty much
totally
naked.
You're totally down, Ben. And that's the end of his legendary action. Bonnie, you don't have to do death saves anymore, but there's nothing you can really do. But I guess...
Fine.
So, Nosfer then looks at the bloody Ben on the ground, and then looks towards Belgrath and Thanthui. Where were we? Tyrannus, it's your turn.
Okay.
And you'd see it looks like Nosfer heals a little bit.
Great.
All right,
Tyrannus runs up, kind of up there above Nosfer, and he's going to cast Guiding Bolt. It's a 24 to hit.
Okay. Yeah, that hits.
And that does 21 radiant damage.
As this bolt sort of flies and lands right in Nosfer's chest. And he's just like, ah, as he's blinded a little bit by it. 21 radiant, gotcha. Okay.
And then I'm going to use my bonus action to float 10 feet further to the other end of the room.
Okay.
Just to get more distance between us.
Yep.
And that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Next is Belgarath.
Well, seeing how Belgrath sees Ben now on the ground unconscious, the only enemy left to attack is the vampire, so he charges forward to attack. So he will hit. First attack will be 22 to AC.
So the blade's gonna come. I'm gonna use my bloody blade parry to increase my AC, and it will stop the attack.
And okay, so second attack will be 17.
That misses.
So
Yeah. So
I
he
will now.
he doesn't even look at you, Belgrath. He stares at Tyrannus as the blade then flies around him and is just like parrying your attacks.
All right, and Belgrath will end his turn.
Okay. Next is
Rasuan.
Rasuan.
Okay, Rasuan is going to come up on the other side of Nosfer. Hopefully flanking. And he's going to attack with his Shing Dragon Sword.
Okay.
21.
21 hits.
So that's 14 slashing.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm also going to use Stunning Strike. I can throw that up there. So I can use a key point, and I attempt to stun Nosfer. So
Okay.
you have to make a Constitution save.
Okay.
DC 14. So that's a
I rolled
fail.
11. I'm going to use my legendary resistance to succeed instead.
Okay, that's fine.
Oh, wait. I can only use that once a day. Fuck, and I used it earlier, so I failed.
Oh, perfect. So you are now stunned until the end of my next turn. You're stunned until the end of your next turn. Yeah, so it's one whole.
Oh, I actually have advantage against magical attacks, so I should roll one more time.
This isn't magical.
Oh, it's not.
It's
Okay.
key. Yeah.
Son of a bitch. Fucking monks. Okay, so I'm stunned until when?
The end of my next turn.
Shit. Okay.
And I'm also going to attack one more time.
Okay.
Where'd my weapon go? 15.
That misses.
You get a roll again.
Oh yeah, flanking, right?
Nope. Stun creatures get of anyone attacking a stun creature gets advantage on attack rolls.
Yeah.
Oh.
He used to be
Well,
a
that
monk.
was a nat 1.
Well, luckily you got the 15.
Yeah.
So either way, you miss.
Okay.
Say the blade.
And
The blade is just absent-mindedly like protecting him from these physical attacks.
Yeah.
Okay.
And because he's stunned, I'm not even gonna run away. I'm gonna stand right where I am. And that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Fuck. Okay. All right. Elatrice is going to run up and cast Spare the Dying on Ben. She puts her bow on her back. She's just going to grab Ben and say, "Stay with me. Stay with me." And there's a green glow as she casts Spare the Dying, so you don't have to roll any actually, it'd be smarter if she just healed you, right?
Yep.
That's what she's gonna do. She has a spell, so might as well. So it's 2d8 plus 2. So 10. Ben, you wake up as you're healed for 10. You're just mangled. Your clothes are mangled. You have scars on your body. It's kind of fucked up, but you're awake.
Yay!
Okay.
Probably only have a slight idea of what the fuck's going on.
Yeah, pretty much. You're pretty fucked up. Okay. That's the end of... Remember Elatrice did that for you. Okay. Thanthui, your turn.
Thanthui is going to cast Prayer of Healing. So that's 12 healing to myself, Bonnie, Ben. Who else had damage?
I don't see
giant.
I don't see the spell.
Elatrice.
Oh, hold on. So I can
Of
heal
your
up to
choice. All I cared about
yeah.
was of your choice. I was wondering
Yes.
if you were healing Nosfer.
Nope, my choice. So Xanthui, Bonnie, Ben,
Bellatrix?
did Elatrice
Did she?
take?
I don't know.
That's
don't
what
think
I
she-
don't remember.
I don't think she's taking damage.
You could pick up they to were 6 gonna people. attack her and decide not to.
Rasuan, I mean,
Rasuan,
Elatrice does not look damaged.
Belgarath.
The giant.
No, I haven't taken damage at all.
Yeah.
let's do the giant.
Sure.
Okay.
We all heal for 12.
Nice.
Beautiful.
So Bonnie, you're up.
Bonnie, you wake up.
Yay!
And not in my vampire form, so that's good.
Exactly. And
I just had to bury you.
hasn't it been 10 minutes since I cast my spiritual weapon?
Definitely not, no.
Good, because I'm gonna summon my spiritual weapon to go attack Nosfer.
Okay.
It's pretty much just surround him now to attack.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Ben just wakes up, there's all this shit going on right
That's
beside him.
Natural 12.
Nat
Oh my god, that
20.
fucking stun
Nice.
fucked me. Don't forget you have advantage, so I know you
Might as well
can't.
go see if you can get 2 nat 20s.
No.
Yeah, okay.
All right, what's the total then? And don't forget, this
So-
fucks up how we crit. So what matters is what you rolled. So you're gonna look at the damage, which is 1d8
it's
plus 4, which was 5 plus 4, so 9.
So 9.
So you double that. Or
So
sorry,
18.
1d8, which is 5, double that, which is 10 plus 4, so it's 14.
Okay.
So 14 damage. Wow.
Don't you attack a turtle again.
As Nosfer gets bashed in the fucking face. When I take damage while I'm stunned like this, do I snap out of it?
No. It doesn't say anything that you can if you take damage. I think you're just stunned until the duration.
Yeah. You're stunned.
Something
Fuck, okay.
You can't use
yeah,
actions or reactions.
Okay. Nosfer's getting fucked.
So you're fucked.
Yeah, well, luckily I got lots of health. If you guys better watch it, because if I get out of this, I'm gonna fuck up some people. All right.
Just gonna keep using stunning strike.
I think you can only... Okay.
That'll be the end of Xanthui's turn.
Okay. It's now Nosfer's turn. No, it's not. Now it's Ben's turn. Ben, your turn.
So since I don't really have anything, I'm gonna like wake up and be like, what the hell? You son of a bitch. And I'm gonna use Ray of Frost on Nosfer.
Okay. So you just like let out like beep 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 beep.
Yeah,
You
out of my
shoot out.
mechanical arm.
Yeah. That's the damage, but
Yeah, wrong one. I've only used the spells.
You have advantage as well.
you're doing. Yeah, but you get to roll that twice, so let's do it again. Because 16, that misses. So you fail. You're just still groggy. You guys would
Yeah.
see a ray of frost go flying into the air. And miss. Okay. Anything else? Bonus action?
But I'll just do that. I'll command my turret to attack him.
Roll the damage. Or I do a save, right? Which I automatically fail. So, because I'm stunned. Fucker.
So it's 9 fire damage, and you have to do DC save to see if you can
I fail.
fire.
I fail. I definitely caught
So
fire.
you're on. Yeah.
I auto fail.
So it's 9 damage, and then you're on fire.
Okay.
So you'll take damage.
Okay, Nosfer is just screaming as he moves back and forth now, like, "Wah!" and letting out loud, like bestial dark roars inside of him. 9 more damage. Okay. Okay. As his clothes start to erupt in flames. Is that the end of your turn?
That is the end of my turn.
Bonnie. Bonnie will go around this way.
Oh, where'd she go?
You ran, yeah.
Go right there. And she's just going to attack him with her Bonnie's Bane. is not lit up because she was knocked down. Therefore, the
Yeah.
light went out.
14 misses. You have advantage though. 16 misses.
Okay, then she's gonna try
Just
with
this
the Whisper's
blade,
Claw.
if you imagine, his blade is encircling him and just keeps stopping these attacks from happening. But your Dark
26?
Claw does hit, yes.
Okay, so she slices him up with the
8.
8.
Okay. 8 from your Dark Claw. Gotcha. Okay. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Must be, right? Alright, Tyrannus, you son of a bitch.
So
Dare you to
I'm,
AoE all these people.
I'm so tempted. I could hit everyone.
What are you gonna do?
No, I'm gonna go right there. Hopefully, I have a clear shot there.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna cast Guiding Bolt again.
Okay.
A lower spell slot this time, but it's a 20.
hits, yeah.
So 14 radiant damage.
Jesus, you guys
Casting
are fucking
another-
him up.
Bolt of radiant light.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna float back over here with my
Okay.
bonus action.
Okay.
Just gonna float.
Yeah, just floating around.
Okay. Okay, so that's the end of Tyrannus' turn. Belgrath.
Belgrath's going to hit him twice.
Not that I can do
His club.
anything. Sure, you have advantage on both. So. That one
20
hits.
on the first hit
Yeah, that hits. So
and 13 for the second one.
that one misses. So you do 10 bludgeoning damage.
Yes, I do 10 bludgeoning.
Okay. He is looking really fucking beat up now.
And I will end my turn.
Okay. Next is Rasuan.
Okay, this is going to be a lot of attacks because they all have advantage. So, that's my first attack, 25. Does
Yeah, that hits.
Stun him again.
7. So that's 7 damage. My second attack, 26.
Yep.
That's 12 damage.
Why is that 12? He's using 2 hands.
Yeah, his Shing sword.
All right.
19.
So, Parker,
Yes.
how does Rasuan kill Nosfer? He is so basically Rasuan stunned him earlier. Then you guys just hit him with all these flurry of attacks. He's getting hit. His sword's dodging some of them, trying to, and he's just like ah. And then finally Rasuan comes in and does what?
I like to imagine like he was slashing at him and Nosfer's sword is like blocking some of the attacks. And then finally Rasuan
Whoops.
just, oh my god,
Sorry. I didn't mean to do that. Sorry. I'm sorry.
not his final form.
Yeah, let's try
He
that.
grew 3 sizes that day.
Rasuan like blocks the sword and just like flings it into the wall and then like
The sword goes
slices.
flying against the wall and lands probably right here, we'll say. Ting! Yep.
And then on the back swing just slices right through his neck.
Okay, and you all in this moment, while it's slow motion, you Nosfer's eyes would just like look at Rasuan, then they just open wide, and he'd be like, and then right into his neck. You stabbed into his neck, or
Try and decapitate him.
and you decapitate him, and his head goes flying, and then his large claws. You guys would just hear what sounds like dark souls just coming out of his form as he falls, and then suddenly his body just like starts to move until it bursts into what looks like a mist, a red, hazy, foggy mist with like red lines of energy flowing inside of it, and you just hear as it flies around the room and then flies towards the exit, flies away. And that's the end of combat.
Yeah.
as this red misty vampire mist flies out of the sanctum and out of the temple. And the body of Nosfer is just ash upon the ground once it turned into the mist.
What happened to the dagger?
The sword?
Yeah.
The sword is stabbed into the wall here, and it just continues to seep blood. His sword is left behind. And that is the end of combat. You guys are now within this circular room. A little bit fucked up, a bunch of you, but you've survived the battle.
Belgrath is pristine.
Yeah, you had no.
So are
damage,
Tyrannus
right?
and Rasuan.
Yeah. Rasuan took a little bit of damage, but
Somehow I'm naked
again.
again.
Not completely. Like, you still have pants and stuff. It's just your clothes are all torn, ripped. Your jacket, by the way, your duster is completely destroyed. Like, it's gone. It's bits all over the ground.
That's cool.
You'll have to buy a new one.
Men works, doesn't it?
Yeah, but
Tyrannus.
it's more fun to update your wardrobe for the art, right?
The first thing I'm gonna do is go and pick up my hat, put it on.
Still within the center of this room is this pulsating circular blob of blood that Nosfer put his hand in earlier and shot out a beam of moonlight towards Ben once he put his hand into it.
I will investigate the blood.
Okay. What's
I'm standing
Aaron
beside
doing?
this giant. Who?
Yep.
What's this giant looking like? It was healed
Oh,
halfway
she's
through
dead.
combat.
No, she was already dead before she was healed. You guys didn't heal her right away.
Oh,
Yeah, she was already dead. She was bleeding from the beginning, and nobody tried to heal her or help her, so she died.
In my defense, I was a werewolf.
Yeah.
In my defense,
Yeah.
I can't heal.
In my defense, that was rage. So
My
now-
defense, I didn't have spell slots.
okay. If it's just a dead giant, then I'm gonna take a better look at the what was on the ceiling. I believe the writing.
Yeah, and it's still there.
Okay.
The same writing is up there. You would be able to actually look at the doors now. Would you like to do that?
Yeah. So I'd look up at the ceiling, and I would say to the others, "There seems to be some inscription on the ceiling. It says, 'Only when chaos and order bathe in her light will the way forward be revealed.'" Then I'm going to investigate the doors.
I like how Tyrannus just immediately is going into that, not even wanting to talk about the fact Ben was just a fucking werewolf. And nothing else going on. He's just like...
Tyrannus has lost the ability to be surprised by this group.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, we've been through some shit already. Like,
Yeah.
he's probably just, fuck it.
Everyone transforms at this point. Bonnie, Ben, Belgarath.
Transformers!
Humans in disguise.
Let's go through turn order and figure out what everybody's doing. Just because Bonnie, I know you said you're investigating that. You rolled a nat 20, so we'll get to you. What's Danthwy doing?
Danthry's gonna go over towards the blade in the wall.
Okay. And you just hear some whispers. This blade is just giving off pure darkness to you.
I don't want to do anything to it.
Okay, you're just
I'm
looking
just
at that.
looking
That's
at
fine.
it.
That's fine.
I want to go over to the dagger as well.
And over to the blade.
Yeah, I'm just gonna walk over.
Okay, and I guess Elatrice will follow you, and she heals you again, Ben. She's just like, Benjamin,
Oh, how nice.
Benjamin, you are not well. What just happened to you is quite alarming, but you really should be resting. And she's gonna heal you again.
If you haven't noticed, yeah, I've been through far worse scrapes than this one. But I appreciate you looking out for me, though. Thank you.
Okay, and Belgrath, what are you doing?
Belgrath is gonna look for shinies on the bodies.
Of course.
So Bonnie walks up to the sphere of blood and investigates it, and she finds that in order to make this much, they must have bled out at least a dozen of the giants. So sacrifice them and sacrifice their blood into this object, whatever it is, and that it can be used by someone who has been touched by the mother of monsters, and to make it shoot a beam of light.
Werewolf.
Perhaps it has something to do with these mirrors, Bonnie.
Bonnie's a monster. Maybe she can do something.
Also, if Ben is going to start reaching towards that sword, I'm going to book it over and stop him.
If he does, we'll see.
Yeah, that's my ready to action. Out of combat, ready to action.
So that's what Bonnie tells you all. Elatrice says, I don't feel comfortable with any of this. We've dispatched the vampires. That was our vow. We should leave. Nothing else in this temple is any of our business.
Yeah, but if the murals before said the dagger is the key, we shouldn't just leave it here.
If I interpreted it right, it said that this dagger could bring great destruction. Would it not be better? I mean, if it's been here for so long, would it not be better to leave it here?
But it also said you can have order. Whoever controls the dagger.
I believe we have order, don't we? The balance of nature. There's too many people fight against chaos and order as if they're two separate things. But they aren't. They're one and the same. I can't be part of this. I'll wait outside the temple. I'm sorry. And Elatrice leaves.
Tyrannus is going to just kind of ignore what she just said and continue looking at these doors. He saw 2 creatures on each.
Yeah, so on the left side here, you see a dragon and a lion fighting each other. On the top up here, you see an eagle and a spider fighting each other. And on the right here, you see what looks like a hound and a serpent fighting each other.
This is the one. It's the same. It's the same depiction from the mural before, the one that we covered up.
Is it the same?
It's the hound and the serpent. Remember, I said that the hound represented chaos and the serpent represented order.
And then my head started hurting.
Anthony's just gonna pull out his book and just make sure that the pictures match. Because he drew the pictures beforehand.
This stick figure matches this one, and this stick figure matches this one.
They're perfect.
I can investigate the dagger.
Okay, go ahead, Ben. You can roll an Arcana check.
But don't you touch that dagger.
It's not a dagger, it's a sword.
You said dagger.
I've never said dagger. You guys
literally
keep saying
just
dagger.
said dagger. You did.
Yeah, just now because you guys keep saying dagger. But from the
dagger.
beginning, I've called it a
Dagger.
sword.
That's a
It's a
dagger.
dagger.
Gosh.
16 for the arcane.
You detect that this is a sword with some potent necrotic magic, probably necrotic, some sort of dark magic within it. And from the fact you can hear some, like, dark whispers, you believe it may be sentient. But this blade, whatever it is too, it clearly belonged to the vampires. It is not of this place. It is not of McInnes. It is not of this temple. This sword belonged to the vampire. It was his blade.
I think this thing's alive over here.
Like somebody's in it, it has a mind of its own.
I don't know. It's like whispering.
You hear a voice, Ben. It's a female voice. It says, "Take me with you. Nosfer was old. Nosfer was weak. But I can serve you.
You are not old. You are not weak.
What's going on there, Ben?
It says I'm young and not old, and it wants me to take it with
It's
us.
flirting with you. Here, Ben, let me try something. Tyrannus is going to cast Mage Hand and extract the sword from the wall.
Yeah, where Rasuan hit it to. And the mage hand goes and it extracts the blade, and you take it out. And you're just sort of holding the blade there.
Does anyone have a spare sheath or some cloth we can put this in? I don't think we should touch it.
I think so. Rasuan, he takes off his shirt and he offers it and says it's from Shing and that it has protective properties from such a thing. And he's willing to close up the blade with his shirt.
Yeah, so Tyrannus would just kind of with his mage hand drop it in, and Rasuan would wrap it up.
And as it's being wrapped up, you would all just hear, "Take me, and I will serve you well. I will see you soon." And then it goes into the wrap, and Rasuan just stores it into his weapon sheaths, which he has many of them on his back.
Told you it wanted to come with us.
We can deal with that later. This door has a hound and
The
a
wolf and the
serpent on it. The other doors have lions or eagles, other stuff. So these are the same ones that we saw in the mural from the other room.
The blood orb can only be activated by a creature of the night, such as a vampire, werewolf, etc.
So it's you.
Basically I could activate it to cause a ray of light, but we need to figure out what the fuck we have to do. So yeah, that is my next step. Is I'll approach the orb.
Okay.
What do I gotta do to do this hoodoo stuff here with this blood?
Adam, with my natural 20, would I feel that I could do something with the orb as well, or no?
You're welcome to try.
Are changelings creatures of the night?
I'm just saying, with my natural 20, would I feel that I could?
You don't know.
Okay.
This is so ancient. This is so foreign. Even with the nat 20, I don't understand how you would never be able to know unless you try. Do you want to try?
Kind of.
Okay. Just tell me that you try if you want to try.
I'd try, just for fun.
Bonnie, you go to put your hand into it, and it's just wet as you put your hand in, and then suddenly you just feel as if it's starting to drain your blood. It starts draining your blood. You lose 1 health, 2 health, 3 health,
I put my hand
4
in.
health, 5. Okay, you've lost 5 health.
Don't put your
You
hand
are
in there.
You are not a child of the night.
I'll try.
Adam,
Yeah.
I'm still searching.
Oh, sorry. What were you doing?
I was pretty much looting, and then you completely bypassed that to go
Oh, I didn't know.
everyone else.
Sorry. Roll an investigation real quick.
I was waiting for it. Do I have to roll for something, or?
Roll investigation. Sorry. Let's help you out there, Belgrade.
An 11, not high, damn.
You found.
You find about 8 gold.
Because he felt bad that he forgot about you.
8
Pretty
gold.
much.
And we'll say 20 silver, which is, I guess, 10 gold. Okay.
Awesome.
So what do y'all do?
Ben's gonna stick his fleshy hand in the fucking blood.
Yeah, well, actually, Ben, as you put your hand towards it, suddenly you'd notice that your hand transforms into a werewolf hand, and claws grow. Not the rest of your body, though, just as you get about within a few inches of it, just your hand becomes that of a werewolf. The claw.
I'm just interesting.
And then you put your hand into the liquid, and from the angle that you're standing at, we'll say it's about here, you shoot forth, and this is what happens. Can you guys see that?
Nope.
What?
Don't see it.
You can't see that.
Nope.
Oh, there
guys
it is.
go.
There you go.
Okay.
Okay, sorry. I thought you could see it as I did it. So it shoots forth straight into this mirror, bounces off it into this mirror, bounces off into this mirror, bounces off into this mirror, and then straight back into the orb. And when that happens, the mirrors that are hit with the ray of light, the platforms glow as if they're activated. And you would see one of the 6 locks on the door unlock. And then as you take your hand out, the beam of light disappears and stops.
So we gotta line up the mirrors, y'all.
We could just go in a circle, couldn't we?
Let's just all go to a mirror.
And then turn them.
Yeah.
So if we hit this one first, in the top right, sorry. If we hit the top right one first, and then go in counterclockwise.
No, it would have to go across because the mirrors can't. We'd have to make it go back and forth. So we'd have to go to like top right down to the door by Balgarath, over to the one by Rasuon, and like just kind of zigzag it like that somehow.
So everybody hits a mirror. This is the only mirror that's not being manned.
The robot can go there.
Belgrath will adjust this mirror and then go to
Okay.
this mirror after.
Okay.
So
All right, Ben, where do you stand when you put your hand in?
I'm just thinking, because if I went in here and I went to the right, fuck it, I'll try here.
Like, can't we just, like...
But how are you going to aim the mirrors to actually beam it across, right? It's not a circular mirror.
Huh?
How are you going to aim the mirror for it to go in a perfect circle around? It would have to go back and forth to hit every single one across the room.
All right, Ben, are you going to put your hand in?
Yeah, I'll try putting my hand in here to see where the light goes.
Okay, so this will give you an idea, maybe give you a hint. It goes straight here and just hits the side of this mirror because this mirror is pointed in a different direction. Bonnie, do you adjust the mirror?
Yes. So it can go up to Tyrannus.
So if we hit Bonnie first, then me, then Rasuon, then the open one on the left, then Thanthui, Belgarath, and then straight to the door.
Okay. Let's see what happens. So, all right.
I'll
6,
adjust
I think.
4 to go to
Or no.
Fan 3 and then go to 6 to adjust to.
I'm going to do
The
it
door.
one line at a time.
So mine is going down to Rasuon's. I'm going to put this
Okay.
in the
So
Discord
yours
so
is
this
going
makes
to go
sense.
to. Yours is going to go to Rasuon. You guys can see my line so far?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Okay.
Rasuon is going to the open one on the left.
Okay.
Then that's going to Thanthui.
And as the light hits each different mirror and you guys are adjusting them. And then Thanthui goes to
Belgarath.
6. Yeah, I can see to Belgarath. That makes sense. Boom. Boom. Belgarath is going to go where?
To 7 the door.
Bonnie?
Where Bonnie is.
Bonnie will step out of the way.
Okay. Bonnie, you step out of the way as the beam of light then hits the door. You would all then see these platforms start to spin. And when they do, they rise a bit. And there's some cogs and mechanical movement underneath. And you would see the lightning as if it's almost like the entire temple starts to shift and move as it's activated. and you guys would feel like you're spinning, even though you're inside. You don't know what the hell's going on outside. But on click, 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 the fucking door then slowly opens. The door showing a hound and a serpent on each side opens up. And a hallway opens. The temple continues to seemingly spin and move. And ahead of you would be a hallway that leads into some sort of room.
Guess we should head down the hallway.
Should I keep my hand in this thing, or
You pull your hand out, and the beams of light all disappear, but the temple continues to shift and move.
I think you're good, Ben.
And your hand reverts back to your normal hand.
I'm gonna command my turret to kind of attach to me, like, so I don't have to keep
Okay.
commanding it and just be with me.
Looks like Tyrannus is running in first.
I am.
Ahead of you, Tyrannus, you'd see a strange scene. There seems to have been some evidence to show that there has been a battle here. Scraps of metal all over the ground. Something happened in this room. You're not sure when, but considering this has been closed for probably hundreds or maybe thousands of years, you would expect that some sort of battle occurred here a long time ago.
Yeah, before I fully step into the room, I want to check that there's no traps or
Roll an investigation.
anything that would mess me up. Nat 20.
Damn.
No traps or anything, but you would notice that you'd look at the pieces of the scraps of metal, and one of them, a large chunk of it, looks like a piece of a wing. Then you look at the other, and it looks like there's another piece of a wing over there. Then you would see one that looks like the bottom of a toothy, large jaw. And you believe that these broken pieces are that of some sort of mechanical creature. And ahead of you, at the end of the room, almost like the fresco painting you all saw earlier, is some sort of pedestal, and at the top is a silver box that's just floating there, and it's zapping with some sort of mechanical magic. And in the side is the hilt. So it seems that this box is holding a blade inside.
It's a sword.
It's a dagger.
It's a sword.
Son of a bitch. This box is holding some sort of dagger inside. Yeah. You can all comfortably get into the room. It's a little bit squished, but...
There are no traps. It's fine. It's safe.
Can I just point out that before I go in the room, I chop off the elves' ears and stuff and put them in my jars.
The vampire teeth.
gosh.
Yeah, you get all that stuff, sure.
Okay,
Nosfer you did not get because he disappeared as a miss.
That's fine. I got the ones that I could get.
Just out of curiosity, what's left of my clothing?
You have your pants. They're just almost torn and ripped. It's kind of like when Hulk comes out of Hulk form. And then your shirt, it's just like your duster's completely gone, and then your white button-up shirt is just torn everywhere, but it's still sort of hanging off your body.
So I want to cast mending on my clothing.
Sure, if that's how you want to spend your time, you go right ahead. So you're
This is a
mending.
cantrip. I can literally just be walking.
Yeah. Okay, you're doing that.
I may not have a duster, but at least I'm not so broke ass. I look dapper.
Belgrath will look around
Sure.
because it's in a temple and there could be shinies and
Oh, there are some shinies. Let's see what you roll.
investigation.
I shall-
Shit.
I shall also look around.
Of course you will.
19 this time.
Okay, let's see what you roll, David. There's Ben.
20.
20, okay. And Ben?
What's the
18.
nth we doing? Get a 17 or a 22. Then we have 18, 19, 20, 21.
What about Rasuan?
Oh, yeah. I can roll for him.
No. He's not here.
Nat 20
Natural
though.
20 for Rasuan.
Come on.
Give that 21, and there we go.
Fuck you. Okay.
Panther, you have to.
All right.
I love how he rolled a nat 20. He's not even in the
There's-
room.
Just to
These are the
see-
highest
just to
rolls
see.
we've all gotten. Look at this.
I know. And unfortunately,
The
there's...
nat 20s this episode.
21.
Okay,
Are
so-
you kidding?
18, 19, 20, 21.
Are you kidding me? That's weird, right? You all rolled
That's
an
fucked up.
18, a 19, a 20, and a 21.
Well,
Two nat
20s.
20s.
We roll those in 18.
All right.
Give us all the
So-
information.
Give us
We know
all the
everything.
loot.
All right, so definitely what Rasuan uncovers is what looks like blackened stone. But when he picks it up, he realizes it's scale mail. It's some sort of scale mail that seems to be made of black stone, and it seems to have glimmering white gems all throughout it randomly. And it looks sturdy and tough. Thanthui,
21.
you would find what looks like a wand with a smiley face on the end.
Okay.
Okay? It's a colorful wand. It seems to be rainbow along the shaft. At the very end is a giant smiley face made of metal.
At the end of the shaft is a smiley face.
There's a smiley.
Yeah.
Is it shaped like a mushroom by chance?
Does it have a mushroom tip?
No, it's just a smiley face, guys.
God.
You set yourself up.
Yeah, so, and I'm just going to say, Ben, you find 20 platinum.
Jeez.
But what's strange? What's strange about the
Rich.
20 platinum? What's strange about the 20 platinum is that it's only like 100 years old, and you're finding it in this room. Bonnie,
So somebody would have had to.
yeah. Bonnie, you also just find some platinum.
Rich.
More rude.
I'm
You could have
I'm
made
legit
up
rich.
other items. How much? I said you could have made up other items.
No,
I'm cool with 234 gold.
How much platinum did I get?
You got 10 platinum. Or sorry,
I rolled higher
sorry,
than him.
You rolled higher than him. So Ben, you get 10. Bonnie gets 20.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Bullshit.
Sorry.
You said 20.
I know, but I'm
Maybe I
back.
should
get
get 30.
30.
I should get 30.
What? That's ridiculous. No, that's not how much was left. There's 30 in the room.
Okay, then I should get 25 and he should get 5.
Who are you arguing with?
Fuck you.
Okay, guys, you both get 15 platinum.
I
Okay.
rolled higher than him.
Shut up. You both get 15 platinum.
No, I'm
I'm,
20,
I'm
like you
cutting
said.
it down the center. That's what
I
you
should
get.
get 15. I should get 20. He should get 15.
Yeah, we should both
There
get
is
15.
no should.
You know, Bonnie, you could have been dead. I could have just left you for
Listen,
dead.
Than 3. Nobody asked.
What's
you.
going
Okay.
on?
I'm casting guiding
That's
bolt.
when our inner
War.
rogues come out.
I'm attacking.
Money makes everybody
I'm
greedy.
attacking Bonnie.
Panther's going to cast that wand.
Attacking Bonnie.
Are you?
What did Belgarath get?
Anthony, are you using the wand?
Going this way.
No, I just.
You said it.
No.
Okay.
I know. It's just everyone saying things.
I just did 41
You didn't
damage
get
to Bonnie.
forgotten.
No, you didn't.
Oh, okay.
Listen up, guys. So, Belgarath, yeah, well, it's hard when you all rolled super high, okay, to fucking remember everybody. You get 15 platinum, too.
It's just like there's 30 platinum, so they get half, they get half. It's like, what do I get?
You all get 15 platinum, okay, and you can split it amongst yourselves. You're going to go on a shopping spree. Don't buy. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to talk about this anymore. I really don't. Okay,
I'm the
we're
only
done.
one that needs money, man. My clothes got all messed up.
Guys, you all got 15
I need to go
fucking
shopping.
platinum.
I'm not complaining.
too.
I was just forgotten.
No,
Yeah,
I wasn't
so-
complaining
Not you
either
two.
until he started cutting into my money.
I cut in 5.
When he started cutting into my shares, like, dude, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
because I
No.
thought you rolled the highest. I completely forgot about David and Belgrath, to be honest with you. You know what, Bonnie? Would you like a different item instead since you rolled the highest?
Yes.
Besides those two? Okay, I'll give you this. I completely forgot about this. You find some sort of odd rune on a piece of parchment, Bonnie. And it seems to be in the shape of like a kraken. Okay?
Okay.
And when you put your hand upon the rune, suddenly, because trust me, you're gonna love this. Put your hand on the rune, David.
Yeah, I put my hand on the room.
Trust me, you're gonna love this. You would have done it anyway. I don't give a shit. Put your hand on the rune. Suddenly, that kraken seems to animate, and it latches onto your hand and then moves up your arm, and now you have a kraken tattoo that surrounds up your right arm. So this is an actual item in Tasha's cauldron.
14-year-old with a tattoo.
What are you doing playing with my wife's cauldron, man?
She made a really good book, Billy.
Two can play at that
Doing the
game.
same thing. Two could play that.
David, this is a coiling grasp tattoo. Okay? While the tattoo is on your skin, you can, as an action, cause the tattoo to extrude into inky tendrils, which reach for a creature you can see within 15 feet. The creature must succeed on a strength save throw or take 3d6 force damage and be grappled by you. So you can also use it to just like, if you want to grab 15 feet ahead of you. The tattoo glows a purple, like a bright purple on you at all times as well.
Can my tentacles come out instead? Kind of?
Yeah, the tattoo looks like a tentacle, so sure, I guess you can say it looks like your tentacles. But anyways, so that's the item. I hope you get to use it. Okay. That's all the fucking loot. We're not talking about it anymore. Okay, what do you guys do?
In the chaos, I cast Guiding Bolt and got a nat 20. Did 41 damage to Bonnie.
Did you actually?
It was a joke, but I did. It was pretty sick.
Okay.
I just want to point out.
Whatever is happening outside continues to happen.
There seems to be the remains of some creature. There's wings on the ground, as well as the jaw of the creature. Large fangs. Thanks.
Can you rebuild it?
I wouldn't know how. Ben?
I want to investigate the creature.
Go right ahead.
Maybe we should grab the box.
What's in the box?
What box?
8.
The box that's on top of the thing that I should told you about.
It could be a boat.
I thought it was a hilt of a dagger.
Inside a box.
In the box.
How do we know
inside of a
it's
box.
what kind of box?
Oh my god, 1
It's
second.
a transparent box?
It looks exactly
somebody
like
grabbed
this.
So it's a glass
The
box.
The dagger we're looking
No,
for.
it's a metal box.
How can we see
And-
through it?
You're not letting... I explained it earlier. It's a metal box
Being difficult, but
with lightning, and then you see a hilt coming out the end.
and you're falling for it, Adam.
Fuck you.
I want to go grab the box.
Are you? Okay.
Yeah, I'll grab
Okay, I
the
thought you were gonna... Okay.
sword.
Okay, you climb up and you grab... You see the box there. Are you just gonna pull out the dagger?
Just do it.
Sure.
Okay. And Ben just walks up and takes out the dagger of this floating electrical box. And when you do, Ben, the box that it was in just falls down, and you're holding the dagger.
Belgrath,
And-
grab the box.
It looks like a old, like shitty, rusted old dagger. And there seems to be a piece of parchment that is attached to it. Like it was rolled up inside, and then the parchment sort of fallen to the ground.
So I'm going to pick it up and read it.
And this is what you read.
If I can. Assuming I know the language.
Seems to be an old note that seems to have been there for hundreds of years.
Dear Six, as per your request, I owe you 1 time dagger of the Primus. We shall meet again meet where the snowy peaks pierce the sky and licks the sun. Regards, your dear friend, Ryder Melody.
So it's not.
Suddenly the chamber begins to shake and move, and all those pieces on the ground begin to become electrified. The cogs and gears, the wing flies up in the air as it starts to form some sort of creature in the room. You'd all hear a distant roar that sounds like a dragon. As if from a different realm of existence, as this creature begins to reform itself.
I say let's get out of here.
So I'm gonna grab the note and just kind of turn around and dip.
I'm gonna grab that box and do the same.
And right behind you, Thanthui, suddenly a large wing start to move out, and all the pieces fly in until it forms a giant clockwork dragon. All the pieces becoming this thing, and it lets out a mighty roar, and it blasts you all with a torrent of fire. As you all escape, it rushes through, bursting through the hallway, chasing you. Where you all? You want to explain what you're doing, guys? Because this is an audio
fucking
podcast.
We're running.
Well, as you do, Dex saved everybody. As the temple itself is shaking and moving.
17.
10. 9.
13 for me, 23 for Rasuan.
Great at investigation. Dan,
I want to pick up Bonnie like while I'm running past her and like activate my magic tech leg and like put her on my shoulders, kind of like fuck.
Yeah, okay. I'll allow you to do that. You save, but then Thanthui, you fall down, you trip over one of the dead vampires in this room up here, and you would all then hear this booming voice.
Parameters complete. Returning to Mechanus.
As the whole temple just seems to be zapping with all of this weird electrical energy. And this giant clockwork dragon is now chasing you. It bursts through, the whole room is falling apart. Thanthui, you fall down to the ground. And I need you to roll another dex save as it blasts a torrent of fire at you.
17.
Can I just whip out one of my tentacles and grab him?
Okay, I can't roll more.
Sounds gross.
You take 11 fire damage.
It'd be funny if like Bonnie grabbed Ben's whip or something. Just like,
You guys would all get the feeling that this thing is way out of your league.
fuck yeah, dude! It's a clockwork dragon.
Let's
Can I try and grab him with one of my tentacles at him?
All right. Thanthui, you get blasted with fire.
I'm gonna use
just
my
like your body's charred and burned. And then Ben has picked up Bonnie and is running up the hallway.
I'm going to use my my new tattoo and get a tentacle to grab Thanthui.
Okay, you guys would just see tentacles reach out of Bonnie's arm, grasp Thanthui, and pull him towards Bonnie. Thanthui, you get up to your feet as you're pulled up right next to Ben and Bonnie.
Nice.
Okay, you all just continue to run.
Yes.
Does anybody? You guys don't want to stay and fight?
I was gonna say, can we dip this way? Can we dip to the side here and go out? 'Cause this is all dirt,
This
right?
dragon is huge,
Don't
and it literally
do that.
with its claws
Yes, let's go to the dead end, David.
can literally
Yeah,
just
you'll trap
cave
yourself.
in these large metal walls as it starts moving towards you. It has multiple mechanical eyes that peer around like beams of red light, and they're just like trying to aim and attack you guys. And then it starts running forward. And then you all step out to the outside of the temple. Didn't I have an outside of the temple map? No, I didn't. Okay, we'll have to use our imagination, boys. So you all get to the exit successfully. You step outside, and you notice that the entire temple is now floating 200 feet in the air. There's a large crater down in the ground where it once was. The temple seems to have split off. It was pretty much very Aztecian in design. It was like a square with a smaller square on top, smaller square on top. Those squares seem to have separated, and there's just lightning between them now. And the whole temple is just slowly spinning, and there's lightning flying everywhere. And this voice just says,
Returning to Mechanus.
as the very air around you starts to wobble and shake, as if the temple is about to teleport away. You're all standing on the edge looking down at a crater beneath you. The entire temple floating. You're 200 feet in the air. What do you do? This dragon's coming up behind you.
I'm looking down at the ground. Is there anything I can see other than forest? Is there any...
Just forest, man. That's it.
Can we jump and aim for the trees?
We need to go. And I push them all out.
Bonnie, you can grapple the trees as
That's what I was going to do. That's why I said we need to go, and I pushed them all out.
Suddenly...
You're gonna push us off of...
Yes,
Bonnie
I pushed
pushes-
everybody out.
No, Bonnie, you push Ben and Thankfully, and you both turn around and you're just like, what? Whoa! And you both go flying down, and then Bonnie, you jump. And then all of you would just suddenly... It's like that moment in the movie where they disappeared, but then they rise up on the back of Clementine, the wyvern who you originally came to come get for on this quest. As she's picked up the three of you, Bonnie, Ben, and Thankfully. And she turns, and then the dragon is now almost out of the temple.
Belgrath's gonna jump on the drink.
Okay, you attempt to, and she starts sort of floating down. She can't take all of the weight. And that's when you hear two cawing sounds. As Elatrice comes in flying with her two griffins. Benny and Claire swoop in and land. She says, get on! So
Belgrath's gonna get on the griffin instead.
Okay, so Belgrath, you'll get on a griffin. So the only people left are Rasuan and Tyrannus.
We look at each other, wink, and say, aim for the bushes. We jump off. No.
You kiss each other softly and then jump in. Yeah.
Actually, so...
It's canon.
We actually both have ways of surviving this. Kind of. Surviving this fall.
Someone can just...
Well,
the griffin can just grab one with its
How
claws.
much would the fall damage be?
Every 10 feet is 1d6.
Yeah.
20. I can reduce it. Okay, I guess.
Elatrice looks at you, Tyrannus, and says, what are you doing? Get the fuck on!
Okay, but that's one of us.
The other one can just grab by the claw.
Okay, this is what's going to happen while you're wondering and you're looking. Rasuan is going to look to you, Tyrannus.
Belgrath's tiny. He can take one.
Rasuan takes off his bag from his back, and he hands it to you, Tyrannus. He says, go! And then he takes out his dragon sword, and the dragon bursts out of the temple, and Rasuan starts to fight it.
That's stupid. He's gonna die.
Go!
He's gonna get teleported.
I guess I jump on the other griffin.
And you jump on the griffin. And the dragon is mouth opens wide, and you see just a churning of molten energy flowing within. He's about to just blast you all, and then Rasuan slices it across the face and stops it as you all fly away. And then the temple disappears. And Rasuan is gone. Elatrice looks back at Tyrannus and says, where's Rasuan?
He had to
dead.
stay behind. to stop the dragon.
You all float across the sky until you land in that familiar meadow from earlier.
Whatever happened to the monkey on Rasuan's back?
You guys left it for the with the giants to eat.
To eat?
Like you guys left it behind with the giants.
Oh.
Well, they said, well, you guys made the joke. You, in fact, made the joke that they were going to eat it.
Well, that sounds like me. Okay.
Yeah. And you guys land on the griffins and the wyvern right next to where those giants were before. And they just sort of look up and they look at you in awe. Whoa. What happened to the temple?
Went back to Mechanus. Nothing big.
It flew away.
We asked you to kill vampires, not destroy our home.
We did kill the vampires. And technically, we didn't destroy your home. It just went someplace else.
Thank you for your service. Tyrannus is going to start walking away.
The two giants just sort of look at each other, and then they do kind of nod a little bit in recognition. I guess you did avenge our Oh, you're gone. Okay. All right. Well, you did avenge our people. For that, we are grateful. We must find a new beginning for ourselves. Perhaps we will find more of our kind someplace else. Thank you, 6. We will never forget what you've done for us. And if you guys have nothing else to say to them, I'm assuming that you would make your way back to the festival.
Yes.
Ben will just kind of like tip his hat and like he'd call for the monkey to see like if he would come over and recognize us, but yeah, kind of thing.
But wait, what do I tell Deckard about this? She points to the fact that she's 14 and not 9.
You had a growth spurt.
Time travel.
Magic.
I haven't.
The vampires cursed you with age or something. I don't know.
I haven't
I'm sure you think of
aged.
something.
I haven't aged in 30 years to him, and now I'm all of a sudden older.
Say you hit puberty.
Say that new tattoo caused you to age.
Oh, that's a good one.
As you all make your way back to the Festival of Monsters,
Rasuan,
With it.
you're here.
I have quite the journey.
He disappeared.
Look at all this crap here. What is this crap here? I'll delete this. Okay. The first thing that you're greeted by is Zoe, who runs up to Tyrannus. And she sort of snuggles into you.
I lost a very dear friend today, Zoe.
She looks around and realizes Rasuan is not there. And you see Elatrice walk up next to you, Tyrannus. Puts her hand on your shoulder. She feels your sorrow. And I'm sorry about Rasuan.
Bonnie puts her hand on his shoulder and says, We'll see him again.
I put my hand on my shoulders. I want to point out, last episode we did the same thing. There was a chain of like 4 people with the hands on the shoulders. Elatrice, you can honor Rasuan by keeping what you saw to yourself and not telling Deckard.
So be it. But that will not explain Bonnie's aging. But there is a simple way to explain it. And she looks to Bonnie. Tell him the truth. The ring aged you, Bonnie. That is no lie.
I will.
And you see Benny and Claire, the two griffins, sort of land. And then the encampment comes up to all of you, led by Deckard. What happened? There was some sort of a loud noise we all heard. Some sort of like energy explosion. What the hell happened out there?
Lots of stuff.
Killed a bunch of vampires in a cave. Got chased by a dragon. Helped a few giants. Then the whole temple just kind of went poof and disappeared.
Everybody just looks gobstopped, like, oh, oh. And then Deckard looks to Bonnie. What? Bonnie? Is that you?
Hi, Deckard.
Girl, what the hell happened to you? You're older. What happened?
I'm not really sure. I brought a dead vampire back to life using the ring, and then I aged. That's all I know what happened.
He doesn't need to roll an insight check because you're not lying. He just immediately looks over at Elatrice, and she gives him a knowing nod. That is what happened. And we faced quite the day, Deckard. And they found Clementine. And Clementine sort of lands down next to all of you, and she starts just eating at the food that's burning on the fire. It's now the pretty much late afternoon, evening time. Well, I must thank y'all for what you've done. We got some warm meal for you, and I guess we'll talk over the meal about what happened, but y'all should use some rest. Tomorrow we leave and finally reach Stormtalon. And I think that's where we're going to end the episode. And I'd like to say right now, congratulations, you're all level 6.
Yay!
You level yourselves up. The 6. Well, there's 5 of you.
Zoe counts.
Okay, so are we level 7 yet?
Oh, shut up. So you all decide to hunker down and stay for the night, and tomorrow you will finally finish your journey to Stormtalon.
Bonnie would have a little side conversation though with Elatrice, just saying, "Thank you for keeping my secret, and you are welcome to come with us if you want."
I will think about it, Bonnie. For now, we rest. As Adam's already finished the episode.
That's okay. I like to throw more things in there for
I know
fun.
you do. You do it all the time. Okay.
And I kill everybody.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that part. All right. I want to thank everybody for listening. Don't forget to follow us on everything at Stubborn Heroes. You go to stubbornheroes.com for everything as well. And, yeah. Finally, we finish Hearthglen Sanctum. That's good.
Woo!
Yeah, and you're all leveling yourselves right now, I assume? Mm-hmm. Yes. Leveling is the best part,
I will
it?
later.
As a player? Okay. Well, and until next time, bye.
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 Bye. There you go.
If a tree was around to remember where it stood. Did it even make a sound? How many watching make a tree worth growing? Is it 3 or 4 or 100 more? Call me foolish, call me naive, but one is good enough for me. I may forget that this is what I said, but one is good enough for me. I will plant my humble seeds, and I will water them till some will reach the highest star, and others they will die. How many listening make a song worth living? Is it 3 or 4 or 100 more? Call me foolish, call me naive, but one is good enough for me. I may forget that this is what I